Sean Callahan with Husker Online, and welcome to another ABM production as we take an in-depth look at the different position groups from the Nebraska football team. We've already brought you a great breakdown of Nebraska's quarterbacks as we sat down with all of the top quarterbacks in the room today. We're talking running backs for the Huskers, as this is arguably one of the more intriguing position rooms. It's really wide open right now, and pleased to welcome in to the interview today. We've got Rahmir Johnson, a veteran, Gabe Ervin, who started the year a year ago, coming off an injury, back in the mix now. Jaquez, Yant, who came on late, and then newcomer Anthony Grant. Guys, welcome. It's going to be a hell of a competition. I'm excited to see this all play out. Welcome to the show, guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having us.
Well, let's get into it. I mean, you guys seem close as a group, but obviously you all want the same thing. Speak on the competition, Rahmir, because you've been here and you've been through a lot of battles and competition, and you got your chance a year ago and took advantage of it. What is this competition like with the group of you, knowing that it's going to be a pretty intense summer moving forward?
I mean, for me, it's like, very fun to hack. We all cool. We know what we bring to the table. And I think for me, competition is like, it helps us just elevate each other's games and stuff like that. So I feel like with this competition coming up this fall, I think we all going to improve as like a running back and bring something, and it's just elevated even more than what we was before, and go from there.
And Gabe, you were the first true freshman to start a season opener in Nebraska's football history. Suffered the injury at Oklahoma. You're back. Give us an update where you're at and kind of how far you've come through the injury process to kind of get back to where you're at today.
I'm fully healthy, man. It's a blessing to say that I'm fully healthy. It was a tremendous journey. It's a long 7 months, like hard road, 7 months. And now I'm back fully healthy, back in the mojo, and I'm just blessed to play for University of Nebraska and just, compete with these guys every day, make these guys better, and then it's going to be a show.
Nobody ever wants to go through an injury like you did, but where did it make you stronger just the last 7 months?
It really made me stronger mentally, more than physically. I really had to get right in the head, because it made me love the game better, enjoy the game, because the game, nobody has the opportunity to do this. So it just really made me stronger mentally without the game, and now that I have it back, I have a more stronger drive.
And Jaquez, your story I still think is so unique, how you came in as a walk-on and kind of had to get your academics right. Then you came back next year and elevated yourself into that running back race. Speak on last year and just how hard you had to work to get to where you're at, because obviously you had a lot of odds against you, and now you're squarely in this running back race heading into 2022.
The path, I can start off by saying, when you trying to fight for a goal, it's never going to be easy. It's always going to be ups and downs. So, I just looked at it as an ups and downs. Everything happened for a reason, stuff like that. So, but this year, like I say, I'm going to piggyback off of what Rahmir say. There's a lot of competition in the room, and we're going to make each other better. I feel like we all bring something, like you say, something to the table. So.
And Anthony, you started your career at Florida State and went to junior college in New Mexico, and now you're at Nebraska. I mean, you've really had to kind of fight your way to get back to this point in your football career. How hungry are you now that you're back in the Power 5 and kind of want to prove yourself?
I'm more than happy to be back, at the Power 5 level, back playing, big D1 football, and it's really, it's unbelievable, to be back in this position for real.
You've got a new running backs coach at Nebraska, Brian Applewhite, Rahmir, Anthony. I mean, particularly you guys have had a chance to work with him over the course of the spring and to get time with him. What has Brian Applewhite brought? I'll let you guys kind of discuss this and what do you like about Brian Applewhite and kind of what's been different with what he's brought to the table.
He kind of brought that standard and that culture back to the table. The old Nebraska, how the old Nebraska running backs had that different type of culture from everybody else, and he kind of set that from the first day he came in. He held every one of the running backs accountable, and he has that drive, and he really wants to win. He really wants to bring Nebraska running backs back to where it used to be.
Rahmir, what have you seen? Because you've been at Nebraska for a few years now, and you kind of know the differences.
Right. So like I said earlier in the spring ball, he's like an uncle out there. So it's like he's gonna praise you when he need to praise you, and he's gonna give you slack. He's gonna cut you slack when you need to cut you slack. So it's like it's very different. He has a high standard, and he just wants us to make sure we like the best hardworking group in the team in the country and etc. So he just brings that the high standard caliber to the team.
Jaquez, obviously, you've had a chance to work with him now too. I mean, what do you like about Coach Applewhite? Has he really challenged you and got after you maybe in a good way?
Yeah, he want the best out of each and every one of us. And like he say, like he likes details, a small thing. You do the small thing wrong, how you gonna do the bigger thing? So if we do end up messing up, make us redo it. So like he's more of a detail type of guy. Cool.
Anthony, you were the new guy brought in the spring. How did Coach Applewhite kind of work you into the room and how did he sit you down and say, look, we got a lot of veterans here, but I'm going to put you in there with these guys? I mean, what was the plan to kind of get you going this spring?
I mean, the transition was, it was a good transition. Like knowing that, he was a new coach, I was a new player. So, it kind of made the transition, made us, relate with something, and he's a real cool dude. He talks to us like, we really like one of his for real. So
he's real.
Yeah, he's real. He's a real coach, and I have a lot of respect for him.
I know it's easier said than done, but how important is it to have a coach be real? And I know people say, I'm real, but they're not. Like when you have a coach that you can feel is real and you trust him, how does that help, like the big picture of things?
Mainly the bond between each other,
Relationship.
The relationship, that's somebody that you could count on. If he say this going to happen, that's what's going to happen. And, at the end of the day, that just make you want to play harder for that person or that coach.
It also brings something out of you that you really didn't think you had in you. Definitely. And then when it comes out of you, you're just great. You're even more great.
How about you, Rahmir?
Yeah, I think having somebody real is makes you play harder. And also we're in college, we're grown men as well. So keeping it real with us help us, build a relationship that we're supposed to have down the line and stuff like that.
Where have you guys improved then under his coaching? Like if you're looking at your game, watching film from last year and previous years, and you're like, man, I'm doing this a lot better than I used to do. I mean, give us an idea of where the improvements are.
Yeah, I can go first. I think for me, I felt with Coach Applewhite, I felt a lot more, comfortable, and I think my vision got a lot better as well, and my footwork matching with my eyes got a lot better with Coach Applewhite, I can say for sure.
I can't really say too much because I didn't really do the spring, but I feel like I'll improve in a lot of my attributes under Coach Applewhite, my footwork, like he said, steps, just the details to make me a better player.
I say all around, blocking, running. I feel faster. Also, with the weight situation, he helped me get that down to a good number. So, all around, I feel like he helped me.
What is your weight right now?
I'm at 230 right
230,
now.
man.
Yeah, 230. Yeah.
I saw you walking in. I'm like, you look about 250, so you carry it pretty light.
Yeah, man. I was just naturally big. I can't help it. So.
I don't want to be. I'm sure you get asked that. What are you weighing now? If you get tired of people asking what your weight is.
I don't care. I'm gonna tell them. I really don't care.
Okay, come clean now. What was the highest you ever got up to?
The highest was probably 253.
250. So you played last year at that high?
No, I didn't play it. That's one of the reasons why I didn't play it, actually, because of my weight situation.
And at that point, you just can't take as many reps. Is that the issue?
Yeah, that was more feeling sluggish. After 1-2 plays, feeling sluggish, like I say, down. So I feel like me being at 230 is great. In the spring, I took a lot of reps constantly, back-to-back, finishing 50, 40-yard runs and stuff like that, coming back, running another play. So at this way, I feel great, actually.
So are you watching, your meals at all times? I mean, you have to kind of keep, a good plan of what you eat just to kind of stay where you want to stay?
That's what I got Dave Ellis for. So, if I start feeling like I feel sluggish like I used to, then I say, Dave, let's get back on this plan. Dave, let's, you know what I'm saying?
Salad,
yeah,
chicken,
that's what I'm saying. I slow it down myself because, I want to play. So, of course, I'm going to do that.
Anthony, how about you? I mean, you've been around a lot of coaches, and you were at, what Kansas JUCO were you at for a while?
I was actually at Garden City.
So you've had a lot of different guys kind of teach you and coach you. What's different about Applewhite compared to Florida State, Garden City, New Mexico military?
Mm-hmm. It was a lot of different experiences. It was a lot of different coaches, a lot of different, styles of coaching. And, when I got there, each and every one of them schools, I had to adjust to, all of them. And, it just really made me, just think, you know what I'm saying, broader, and you know what I'm saying, when thinking about like, you know what I'm saying, how coaches coach, how, you know what I'm saying, how they, you know what I'm saying, how they go about their, you know what I'm saying, how they go about themselves. And you know what I'm saying, it just, you know what I'm saying, it helped me learn, you know what I'm saying, learn more about people, learn more about, you know what I'm saying, schemes, concepts, and just everything like that. So you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, it helped in a sense. So
I'm going to pose this question to all you guys. Why will this offense be better in 2022 than it was in 2021?
We have like more plays to set us up for success and set us up to score. We have different schemes to get us open, and we're really going to use the running backs a lot in the passing game, which is going to be really good.
What do you think, Rahmir?
I think this year compared to like years before, I think as an offense, we're able to like understand the concepts together to help us like be together when the fall comes. For this season, I can say that's like the best answer.
Honestly, I say that, you know, the bond, the us as a group, as an offense, as a defense, as a team, as a unit, I just feel more like we're gonna be more successful this year than last year.
I feel like we got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, we got a lot of weapons, we got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, explosion on the team, and we could really be a really explosive, you know what I'm saying, offense, and a very executing offense. So I feel like we'll do like really good this year. I feel like we'll really do good this year.
And obviously we don't know who this guy is going to be, but when you look at the big picture, how important is it that you have a 1,000-yard back or somebody that can kind of, you know, be that guy, or a couple of you guys? But because that, to me, when you look at Nebraska's offense the last 3 years, they just haven't had the consistency at running back really since Divino Zigbo, and that was in Coach Frost's first season. Rahmir, what do you think? I mean, how important is it that somebody can consistently be a guy that you can count on week after week?
I mean, it just put, you know, more pressure on teams game planning for us. They're just like, okay, this is the guy that's like, you know, the workhorse, and helps the other guys as well because, you know, we all bring something different to the table. So when you got the workhorse guy doing the thing and he puts somebody else in there, it's like, okay, how do we stop all these guys and stuff like that? It's just too many like weapons and stuff like that to stop. So to have one guy helps put, you know, pressure on other teams to game plan against us, but other than that.
But it can be a committee too, right? I mean, and I think that's what it's going to be. I think when you look at it, 2 or 3 of you guys are really going to emerge from the group. I mean, and when you think about the roles, how competitive is that start to get? You're like,
it makes you hungry. You know, you like to compete. It's college football. So you have no choice but to compete. At the next level, it's going to be that same way. So why not do it now? You know, have everybody compete for that one job, you know. It would be very good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I say, us competing, I mean, like, you know, Rahmir a speed guy, so I might see something that Rahmir do, I could put in my game. So, like, you know, it's all, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's still a win-win situation, but at the end of the day, we all compete, and we all gonna hold each other accountable at the end of the day, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Like us competing and really like making each other better is, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna help us for the long run and, you know what I'm saying, for the future. So like, you know what I'm saying, it's really, you know what I'm saying, us, you know what I'm saying, competing with each other is really gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's really gonna set us up for greatness.
How does that competition carry over to like the media room? As like someone's like, I'm going to be there first and be the first guy in, the last guy in. I'm going to win the sprints. I mean, does this carry over all summer and almost everything you guys do as you build that drive for these jobs?
Yeah, it does. I mean, we're just about to get in our running phase, so we'll see there when we compete. But right about now, we're just in the weight room in Indy, so we're just competing in the weight room and off on the field doing some individual drills. But summer running, that's when we're going to really compete and really get better and in shape.
A lot of the veteran leaders from a year ago, the 6-year type senior guys, they've all graduated. I mean, this team needs to establish leadership going into this season. You've got so many new faces and new guys. How do you guys kind of bring this team in together and kind of establish the right leadership culture that's needed with so many new faces?
Right. I think it's just always being together and like just, you know, keep each other accountable. It's the summertime, so we got a lot of time for each other. So we just gotta just make sure we just all just together and make sure that everything is just needs to work the way it needs to work to be able to be successful in this fall coming.
Yeah, you know, when somebody's not doing right, when somebody's down and they need to be held accountable, you know, we get on them. You know, when somebody feel the need, they need to step up and say something, they will say something, and that voice will just project over.
And you got young guys too in your room that have come in, like AJ, Allen, and Emmett's here now. I mean, do you have to really show them the way and the ropes?
Yeah, take them up under your wing, definitely. You got to show them the way. That's the only way we're going to be great, you know what I'm saying? You're only good as your weakest link at the end of the day, so we all going to push each other, like I say.
Yeah. I mean, just, you know what I'm saying, rubbing our game, like, off on, you know what I'm saying, the younger kids, like, you know what I'm saying, like Yant just said, and, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, showing them the way and just, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, helping them, you know what I'm saying, get, you know what I'm saying, I don't know exactly how to say it, but like, you know what I'm saying, help them, you know what I'm saying, get adjusted to, you know what I'm saying, what we're doing, you know what I'm saying, the concepts, and just, you know what I'm saying, helping them get adjusted into the running back room, you know what I'm saying, as a whole. So,
guys, think back to your first year of college, your first week or two as a freshman. I mean, how overwhelming is that? And I'm sure now you look back at it and say, man, I didn't know anything. And I mean, do you remember your first week?
Kind of, yes, no. Nah, it's definitely overwhelming. It's definitely different, but I think the culture that we kind of set, the freshmen that's coming in this year kind of comes in like knowing like they have to be a certain way to be able to play for this team and contribute to the team come this fall. So I think we already got a good standard coming out for the room as well as for the team. And I think with the new guys, they're going to start figuring that out as soon as they get here and then going from there.
Gabe, and you obviously were ready as a freshman, which is rare to come in and win the job like you did last year for the opener. Why were you so much more prepared? I mean, was it your mental work in high school?
Yeah, it was really my high school program. You know, I come from a great high school program that knows the success, knows how to like to be that top dog. And really my running back coach, he really drilled it in since I was like 14 years old, a freshman in high school. So I've always knew the culture and the standard and how to and where it's set. The bar always has to be high. You know, you always have to have that high standard in order to be successful. So I just brought that to college and tried it out and kind of worked out good for me.
Anthony, you and Gabe are from the same high school, but
Yes, sir.
I don't want to show your age here, but I'm going to show your age.
Yeah.
You were a senior when Gabe was a freshman.
Yes, sir.
So Gabe, was it safe to say you kind of like grew up idolizing Anthony Grant?
Ever since I was in 7th grade in middle school, I saw Ant like towing the rock in high school.
And now you're fighting for the same job.
Yeah, so it's a blessing in disguise. It's really a blessing in disguise.
Nah, it's crazy because, like, Gabe was, like, you know what I'm saying, he was really like my little brother. You know what I'm saying, in high school, you know what I'm saying, I used to see him running around and stuff like that. Nah, he wasn't, he was never little, but he definitely got bigger now.
Nah, I was really like, I got really bigger. Like, when I was a freshman in high school, I wasn't as what I am right now.
Did you play like freshman football back then? Or
Yeah, it was freshman football JV, and then I moved up when my freshman season was over to varsity. So I saw Ant just like going crazy.
Like all you guys went to high school programs were freshmen that played varsity. I mean, you had to kind of earn your way, I'm sure. I mean, Tallahassee, where you're from, is the same way, and obviously Bergen Catholic. And there's a freshman from Bergen Catholic on the
Sir,
team.
my boy Jaden Gold.
How's he adjusting to life?
He's doing good. He's under my wing, so I make sure he know the ropes and doing the things I could have did better my freshman year. So I make sure he's straight and all that stuff.
You see the schedule. There's a Friday night Rutgers trip for you Jersey boys. Are you guys looking forward to that
It's
one?
gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a lot of people over there. A lot of people that I got.
What about, I mean, we're talking about schedule now. You guys open in Ireland, overseas, week-long trip out there. I mean, how exciting yet nerve-wracking is it knowing like what you have to start the college football season?
It's going to be really a great experience, you know, going out of the country and playing football. It's going to be a really good experience that I'm looking forward to.
No, I can't wait to, you know what I'm saying, go to Ireland. I ain't never been, you know what I'm saying, outside the country, other than going to the Bahamas, but you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's gonna be a great experience, and you know what I'm saying.
I never been out the country either, so it's gonna be a great experience, and it's gonna be fun going over there. I'm gonna enjoy every second of it. So.
And when you think about college, I mean, this is what it's all about. I mean, trying to create opportunities for you guys to use for your life. I'm sure that's exciting just to get this opportunity to. I mean, how many other kids get a week-long trip to go overseas to play a football game that's going to be on national TV?
Yeah, it's gonna be something to talk about 3-4 down years ago. Yeah, tell the kids.
Go back someday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
What you look at that schedule though? I mean, you have a great opportunity early in the year, and the Northwestern game is huge in a lot of respects because a year ago you guys lost that game, the Illinois game, and it kind of just derailed things early on. How important is it to win? Just to start out well, knowing the way things could set up if you do start off well.
We got to go 1-0.
Yeah, I mean the first game is important too because it's a Big Ten West game, so we got to get that game under our belt for sure. But as far as like the rest of the season, as the beginning earlier, like he said, we just gotta go 1-0 and do our job every week to keep this train going.
Definitely take it.
Yep. What we do this summer is gonna really reflect on our season and how we go.
All the losses last year obviously hurt, the close ones. I mean, is there a moment last year that you're like, man, I mean, that one hurt the most when you think about what you guys had to go through, knowing that you had victory probably 3 or 4 times against elite teams, just kind of taken from you in the last minutes?
I got hurt the Oklahoma game, so I'm gonna say the Oklahoma game was really really tough.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The play you got hurt was going to be like a 40-yard run.
Yeah, it was going to be a long one.
I mean, I saw you cut,
Yeah.
and everybody was going that way.
And
you were going that way, and I'm like, oh man.
I know, it was crazy.
It was like the perfect play call, and it just it wasn't meant to be. I mean, what about you, Rahmir? Because you were right there in a lot of these close games last year.
Yeah, I mean it was just, Oklahoma game was one, Michigan game was another one.
Michigan State.
Yeah, Michigan State, that was another line, like talking about that game. Ohio State, it's a lot of games. For me, we just got to turn those one close score games into like winnable games and, going from there.
Jaquez.
I played at the end of the year, but honestly, I feel like all of them, every last one of them. It's over with now. I'm thinking about the future now, so I don't even want to talk about last year.
What just how important though is it just to kind of get Nebraska back? Because it's in a place where it's never been in a long time, and you guys have a chance to kind of get it back on track when you think about what's on the line this year.
Nah, yeah, it's very important. I think the fans need this. I know the fans need this. We need this. Everybody needs this. So it's a very important year, and I think it's going to be a special year. I can't wait for it.
I feel like all the new tools that we have on offense and all the new coaches and the new players and new additions, I feel like we really have a chance to be something special this year, and I know we have a chance to be something special this year.
Definitely. Piggyback off them. We definitely deserve. We're going to win at the end of the day. No and buts about it. We're going to win. We're going to make sure we win. We're not going to stop until the job is done.
Yeah, same thing. I feel like, we're going to win, and, we're going to prove everybody wrong about, what they've been saying about Nebraska.
Well, and behind the scenes, the day-to-day has changed a lot, just with the coaching changes and other things made. And even with Coach Frost, his role is a lot different. He's tried to change up things with a new offensive coordinator and maybe just some of the things they're doing with the players behind the scenes. What have you seen as far as some of the biggest behind-the-scenes change, the Monday through Friday stuff that we don't get to see, but it translates to Saturday?
We got a lot of player-led practices and indies and stuff. I think that's really helping, especially new guys as well. So I'd say that's like a big change this year.
We do a lot of on-the-field stuff, focus on details, different details like steps, all that, all that details.
Different than a year ago.
Yeah, different than a year ago. We're doing a lot of more on-the-field stuff with the quarterbacks and a lot of stuff with our coach.
Honestly, from the first year I was here, more player-led stuff like Rahmir said. Us spending time with each other, even in the player-led, correcting each other, the detail, the small things, the steps, stuff like that. So.
What about you? Anything jump out that's different about Nebraska that you've seen in your playing career?
I knew like a little bit about Nebraska, but just being here, and actually being, in the facility and around, the people that's like been here, for years, and the newcomers. It's been, it's been a great, a great thing to be a part of. It's like the creed that, everybody in the building lives by, I love it.
Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun. Looking forward. I know a lot of people are looking forward to seeing how this thing shakes out. You guys are all friends, but you're competing for the same thing. And appreciate the opportunity to get the chance to sit down with all you guys here today.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate you.
Well, that wraps it up here for our look at the Nebraska running back room for ABM and Husker Online. I'm Sean Callahan.